everyone, it's Brandy Ellen. I know I chopped off part of my forehead, but it's big anyways, right? So let's get rid of it. Today, I am actually going through my books, not my book, 𝐓𝐡𝐞 Life, but I'm actually going through all the books I own because they need to go into my new desk drawers. I'm trying to free up the space over here, which is just like a lot of books. We live in a very small space, so I need to condense my book habit down to a smaller footprint. All right, so I actually shared a short with these books right here, so check out that short. I'll try to link it in here if I can find it. It is Gladys 𝐐� 𝐏𝐸, I hope I'm saying her name right. The Well-Lived Life, a 102-year-old doctor's secrets to health and happiness at every age. I firmly believe that we should learn some stuff from our elders, so I'm going to be reading that soon. I also used my 𝐓𝐡𝐞 Life book that should be out on March 29th for everyone. I am doing a pre-order event. I'll try to link it below if the pre-order event's still live, where you can get a signed copy of this, and you can get it at a little lower discount during my pre-order event. So I used that to change my diet, and I'm going to use this to learn more about wisdom from the elders on how to live better. Then I have my Think and Grow Rich book, which I'm still in the middle of. I have a lot to say on this, and once I finish it, I'll probably do some video series on it. I have Fast Like a Girl, which is where I'm going to learn a little more about fasting and how it pertains to my particular body as a woman. We'll see what I think of that. I watched an interview with the woman who wrote that, and it just really inspired me to buy her book. So I have The Law of Human Nature. I have The Power of One More, and it's funny because I haven't read this, but I watch a lot of Ed Milet's podcast on YouTube, but I also listen to him on Spotify. And his Power of One More really transformed my mind around a lot of stuff in my life. And when someone asks how am I doing, often I'll say, another day, one day at a time. So it's kind of like The Power of One More, although I haven't read his book to learn the whole concept, but that's what I'm doing in my life right now. It's like, you know what? I'm in a healthy position in my life, so I'm just gonna take it one day at a time. Today it feels good, I feel content, nobody is harassing me, nobody's treating me poorly, and hopefully I'm not treating anyone too poorly either. If I have, then I make a mental note, I write it in my journal, tomorrow I show up better for that person. So I also have Tony Robbins' Unshakable. This is a really good book. I did start reading it, but unfortunately it's not a topic that I'm super interested in. It's like investing and stuff. I thought about selling it on eBay, but I think I'm going to keep it because I might be interested in the investment kind of field and financial fields in the next year or two. So let's see. I have Welcome to Fidium. I have my really old, it is not a book. I have the Art of Not Knowing journal workbook thing, right? Oops, hold on. I don't want to bury my book. It's the journal. Here's the Journey of Not Knowing. Again, another book I started, but I kind of got bored with it. One thing about me is I am an overachiever. I am a high functioning female. I'm also kind of ADHD. I get bored with stuff, so I have to have all these books. And I'm addicted to human psychology, so a lot of my books are human psychology stuff. So we also have The Gift of Fear, which was recommended to me after a narcissistic abusive type of relationship. I call it an ego-centered relationship, which I have been that person too. So The Gift of Fear can help you understand how fear is there to protect you. It's another one of those books I started but didn't finish. So hopefully I will actually learn the survival signals that protect us from violence. I do need to read that because I kind of feel like I might be falling back into some old habits. Then we got To Get Rid Lucky Beep. This has come highly recommended by a lot of life coaches out there like me, so I haven't finished it. I'm hoping this year maybe I'll finish it. And we got a dictionary and a thesaurus because I'm old school and you have to have a dictionary and thesaurus. Duh. Oh, this is an old book. It is Charles Dickens' Complete Works. I had to grab that because I'm pretty sure I got this from my daughter. And yeah, so it has Charles Dickens' Complete Works in it, and that is like fragile. Then I have The Myth of Normal, which I really actually love this guy. I have watched a lot of interviews of him, so you can find this person on YouTube a lot. He's talking a lot about the myth of normal, and I liked what he had to say. So it's on trauma, illness, and healing in a toxic culture. I mean, one day maybe I'll do like a whole page of like my books, so you guys can see exactly what I have. And then don't mind the dogs. They're like little toddlers. Every time I'm recording, they decide they want to go rah rah rah. Tyson and Zeke, leave it. what happened to you. This has conversations on trauma, resilience, and healing. Are you sensing a theme? I totally am. So I don't even know what this one is. I saw it the other day. I don't even remember buying it. I don't know if it's from my daughter. My daughter does a lot of those, goes to a lot of those like library clear out events where you can get a bunch of free library books for free. I don't know if this is one of them or not. Usually you can tell because I have a library thing inside. No, I don't see it. So sometimes that's where I get my books, because my daughter will pick up a bunch of them and be like, oh my gosh, this is so mama. And she'll ask if I want it. Bold. This might be one of them, or it might be one I bought. Who knows? Then The Art of Impossible, a Peak Performance Primer. Again, don't remember where it came from. I must have bought it at some point or something. This is one of my favorite authors, and I can't find her other book. The Best Yes. When we moved, we kind of put everything into storage really fast. So The Best Yes was probably on my desk, and it's probably somewhere in a box. But this is one of my favorite authors, Lysa TerKeurst. Oh man, Lisa, I'm so sorry. I can't pronounce your last name. So she has some really great books out there. This one's Uninvited, Living Loved When You Feel Less Than, Left Out and Lonely. I probably should read this like now. And then Unglued, Making Wise Choices in the Midst of Raw Emotions. I probably should read that one too. She also has The Best Yes, which an old client gave to me for a Christmas gift, and I am so blessed they did, because The Best Yes by this same girl, Lysa TerKeurst, that transformed my life. And I have actually read it twice. I'll probably go back and read it again, because it's one of those things that, especially for people pleasers, people that want to, not say people pleasers, but overachievers, people that want to do it all, we're naturally wired like that. The Best Yes can help you kind of time out more and know what you should be focused on. Then I have Rich Dad Poor Dad, must read. We the People, Documents and Writings of the Founding Fathers. We're a homeschool family, so I picked up a lot of stuff like that. Oh my goodness, there's no more room on my desk for this stuff. So I was going to go through a couple more, because there is a lot more books here than I want to do a video on. So I have A Hunter-Gatherer's Guide to the 21st Century. This is a good book, but it is one of those that you really have to sit alone and read, because it is tough, the terminology and stuff, and sometimes you have to like really soak in what the author's trying to say. So it's worth a read, but you'll need to take your time with it. I'm actually thinking about doing this, Soul Therapy, this year. It is a daily interactive journal designed to aid you in self-exploration, healing, and reflection, featuring inspiring quotes, open-ended questions, daily practices, and prompts with room for writing. This journal is a powerful tool for positive change. So I'm actually thinking I'm going to do this year. So I'm going to leave that right here on my desk. And then, of course, we have one of my favorites, Dr. Wayne Dyer. I actually read one of, oh, this is the one I finished. I actually finished this book. I couldn't put it down. The Power of Intention. Learning to co-create your world your way. This book, guys, this is as good as The Best Yes. I couldn't freaking put it down. And I have listened to so many of Dr. Wayne Dyer's speeches. And I was sad to learn that he's no longer here, because I would have loved to meet him and shake his hand, and I can't. So because of him, I bought the I can't even say it, but the Tao book, to start learning more about it. So anyway, worth a read. And of course we have my book, Brandy Tanner, Habits Equal Life. And I'm going to read the back of this one, because why not? So this is my book. I have it for pre-order, like I said. Are you ready to rewrite your story one habit at a time? Well, let's take off on this transformative journey together. Your new life awaits you. Sorry, it's like sales pitchy, but whatever. Ever feel like you're stuck in a loop, unable to break free from habits that hold you back? In Habits Equal Life, I share my personal journey and the cheat code system that not only helped me quit smoking, but also revolutionized my approach to life. As I said, I changed a lot in my life because of this system. This isn't just another self-help book. It's a real story about overcoming real challenges. I was once trapped in the clutches of smoking, a habit that seemed impossible to break. Believe me, I quit smoking before for like a year at a time, and it just never stuck longer than a year. So anyways, through a series of simple yet powerful steps, I discovered the key to unlocking a healthier and happier me. This book is my invitation to you to do the same in your life. Habits Equal Life is more than just my story. It's a guide filled with practical advice, easy to follow steps, and relatable experiences. You'll learn how to identify habits that are holding you back, apply the cheat code system to break free from negative patterns, implement new positive habits that propel you towards your goals, and you will stay motivated, learn how to stay motivated and overcome obstacles on the way, because we all have obstacles that come along. Life is not a straight path, guys. It is not this linear. It's all over the place. It's curveballs. It's, oh my gosh, this financial disaster and all these things. So I hope you enjoyed me going through some of my books. Now that my desk is covered in books and I still have more down here to go through, I am actually going to go ahead and put these books away and start continuing to clean my kitchen. And yes, I see I have a trash bag hanging. We do not have a trash bucket. Again, it's a really small space. We just hung it on a nail, but I'm cleaning this corner out, so I will be getting a trash bucket soon. Thank you so much for listening and learning a little bit more about what's on my bookshelf. I'd love you to share in the comments below what's on your bookshelf. What have you read this year that you would recommend me checking out? Because I am, as you can see, always buying books. And if you are also an author, please share your book in the comment section. Maybe I'll feature your book next right here on my channel. Thanks so much for listening. Peace and love and happiness to you. Have a beautiful day. Brandy Ellen out.